Looks like there's a pretty high delay on Twitch, but that'll be fun. But anyway, so this is a brand new account for Hearthstone. All I've done is the tutorial. I haven't looked at anything, I haven't clicked on anything else. And this will be basically a guide, you'll see it up on the VOD, of how to get started in Hearthstone and what I would do when I was just getting started, how to get as many packs as possible, as many cards as possible, and I'll go through recommendations on what is good cards, good decks at the moment. So we'll go and look at the quest log real quick. And you can see the classes I've unlocked, just the mage, which is the starting class. This is all about ranked, so no need to worry about this. And then down here it'll be the quests, learning the ropes. You'll get these quests fairly early on once you're a new account, but as you go forward and play more, do more quests, you'll get them less frequently, usually about one a day. But yeah, learning the ropes. Win one practice game, which will be fairly easy. We're going to go and click on Solo Adventures. And just hop into normal. I'll go over the rest of the stuff later. Just up in here.
You'll need to defeat them.
Yeah, so this is how you unlock the other heroes. You just hop into practice mode, normal, and just play against them. So we already have the mage, so I guess we'll go ahead and unlock the hunter, as that's next in the list. And these will be pretty easy. This is just against the basic AI with a, well, not very good deck. And we have a pretty basic deck, so we should be able to beat them fairly easily. And we're going to go ahead and drop the Boulderfist Ogre. He's cost 6. This is the 6 mana. 1 mana, 4 mana, 2 mana. You'll see in the top left. Its cost, you'll start with 1 mana, and every time it's your turn, you will gain an additional mana. Yes, if you're the player going second, you'll get the coin, as just mentioned in the game. Coin is just 0 mana, gain 1 mana crystal for a turn. It's to give you an edge, as you have the second move, but you'll get used to that as if you're just getting into Hearthstone or just playing around with it. You'll get used to having the coin around. And we're going to go and just play River Crocodilisk. And the reason we're playing that over, say, the Bloodfin Raptor is it has higher health. So for example, just now with that card he just played, I can now kill it and not lose a minion. If I just played the Bloodfin Raptor, then I would have lost my minion. Alright, well I think we're going to go ahead and get started. And we're just going to end there. We could use Arcane Missiles, but I'd rather use it when there's a creature on the board to hurt. Maybe it has 1 health or 2 health and I just want to see if I can kill it, because it deals with damage randomly. These two are both spells, Fireball and Arcane Missiles. Everything else is a creature, so it'll have an effect on it on the board or when it's summoned. Go ahead and play Send and Shield Master. His ability is Taunt. Means if the enemy wants to attack, he has to attack it first, and I'm not going to trade. Go for the face. You can choose what you're going to attack. I could have killed his minion, or I could have dealt 2 damage to him. I knew I had the taunt up, so generally better to just attack the face if you are in a good spot like that. Raid Leader, he has an effect when he's on the field. You'll see it in his text there. Your other minions, and +1 attack. So, because the thing is so healthy, I'm really not going to attack it. I'll wait for him to attack and then I'll probably fireball it. And this is the hero power. All the characters will have it. This guy is a different character, so he has a different hero power. His hero power does 2 damage to me, my character. You see my little health down there. If I reach 0 health, I lose. Mine deals 1 damage, but I can choose if it hits a minion or his face. I'm going to choose for his face. And that's the bad side of letting minions like that live. Now he's buffed it, and now he has a bigger minion. Fortunately, I have Fireball, so I can just take that out. It's gone. And I can trade my 3-1 into his 4-3. Pretty good trade for me, overall. And Battle Cry means it affects when it's summoned. So she's summoned, and her effect triggers, which is drawing a card in this case.
I've got a huge card.
And that was his Battle Cry, which was deal 2 damage. And now we can use the hero power to get it down to 1 health, which is just enough for my last minion to finish it off. And now we can finally use that coin we got at the start of the game to get a Boulderfist Ogre. 6/7, very good minion, especially when you're just brand new to the game. Just good stat line. It is the baseline stat for 6 mana. It's just a good card. Yeah, we have 2 more spells, Polymorph and Arcane Explosion. Polymorph transforms a minion into 1/1 sheep. That's nice if you want to get rid of the effect they have. These creatures don't have effects, so there's not too much to gain, because they're just not that threatening. But if they had a big minion like a Boulderfist Ogre, I could just Polymorph it, get rid of that 6/7, turn it into a 1/1. Go ahead and use this to draw some cards. Get some fuel. Another Polymorph, that's really good for us.
They'll never know what
Another Battle Cry, this one deals damage to the face. And I attack, and I'm set up to have lethal next turn. If my board doesn't respond to it, which it will be, because he doesn't have damage to respond to it.
I've got a huge card.
And now he's getting a pretty big board. Arcane Explosions is 1 damage apiece, which means I'll kill off 2 of his minions with both of them. Which, yeah, I'll probably go ahead and do that. Get him nice and low, and now I'll see if the Arcane Missiles finish it off. And it does. We're down to 1 HP. I've taken out their board, they have 3 cards left, there's really not much they can do. Multi-shot. Something interesting with that mechanic, it deals 3 damage to 2 random enemy minions, but because I only had 1, it could only hit 1, so it lost its second shot. But we'll go ahead and win this. Actually, we'll take a look at these card effects. We have Charge. Charge isn't used too much these days, but just means when it's summoned, you can attack it immediately, rather than having to wait for a turn with Summoning Sickness, or whatever you want to call it. And we won! Got to level 2. Unlocked Hunter. Unlocked some more Mage cards. And we got a free pack. Just like that. Win 1 practice game. Now the next one's win 2 practice games. So we'll go ahead and skip over opening that pack we just got, and we're gonna hop into Hunter real quick and unlock the next one, which is Warrior. Warrior's hero power is a bit different. It is gain 2 armor, which overlaps your health and takes damage before you take damage. So, just a bit of a shield to stay alive.
Let the hunt begin.
So we're gonna go and throw these guys out because they're a bit more expensive than I want to pay for at the moment. This is what we want. We have some 1 mana, we have 3 mana. These aren't really good cards at all, but they're not that bad. Go ahead and do the Timberwolf.
Job's done.
And he's nice, he's gonna buff our other beasts. This is a beast, so get +1 attack. This will be a 2/1 with charge. So we're just gonna go pretty aggressively and attack him. This is your power gain 2 armor. See it in use here. So now I have to deal 2 more damage to him before anything actually sticks. And that's really good. That's gonna give us a top minion. And he's a 2/4 thanks to the Timberwolf and him being a beast. So it's really good for us. Now he has the coin, of course, so he's going to use it now to Heroic Strike, so we can now attack with his hero, which does means he takes the damage as for the attack of the minion. But he did take out my shield, which is a little unfortunate, but still very manageable at this point. We're just going to keep on the aggressive, keep attacking him. He doesn't have much defense. Another Heroic Strike, so he's going to kill something else off. Like, he should kill a Timberwolf, that'll lower my damage quite a bit. But no, he's gonna kill the boar. Which, hey, I'm fine with. We're gonna play on curve. And when I say play on curve, it just means spending all the mana I can. And that means next turn, turn 6, I can play both my 3 mana minions. Ooh, now he has a taunt of his own. You'll see he doesn't have that +1 attack. That's because he's not a beast. He was just some guy. Now maybe these guys are beasts, but Raid Leaders can help buff. We deal 1 damage with our battle cry and go right back to swinging at his face. Boulder Fifth Ogre, very good, but unfortunately, he's a little too late. As we have enough damage on the board to kill him. You'll find that Hunter is a lot faster than Mage, but if he had gotten more things on the field or just was a bit faster, then I just wouldn't have been able to win. Yeah, so we're gonna keep on going. Next up, we'll show off Warrior a little bit. Play against Shaman.
Garrosh versus Thrall.
For Doomhammer, victory or death!
We're going to toss the Execute. It is cheap, but it has destroyed a damaged enemy minion. I'd rather kill a bigger minion, which won't come out till late game. I'll keep everything else though, just because I know Warrior in general is going to be a bit slower, and I got another Execute. Not what you want, but it is what it is. We have Charge. Not a very good card, but we'll still find a way to win. Just gonna armor up. I could use Heroic Strike to deal 4 damage to his face, but then I'm spending basically a card and 2 mana and not getting that much out of it. Which you'll notice when I do my Fiery War Axe. I'm just gonna play it and I'm not gonna swing with it. So how weapons work, you play them, you equip them, and they stick there until that shield goes down to 0. So I have 2 swings with this card before it breaks. I'm going to go and get Sentence of Shield Master, and I'm going to go ahead and take out his 3-1 with my axe. And one way to look at it is, how I look at it, is I spent 3 mana on this War Axe. I want to get more than 3 mana value out of it. And I just killed a 3 mana 3-1. Yeah, it took damage to my face, but it really is fine. And now I'm going to kill a 3 mana 2-2. So I killed 2 cards that are worth 3 mana with 1 card that was worth 3 mana. So that's pretty efficient trading. I'm going to play these Murlocs just so I get a bit of a field going. They're not very strong, but it's fine. Oh, another Boulder Fist Ogre. This is where we have the Execute, which is very nice. We're going to swing with our 1-1, our weakest creature, and Execute. Have another Fiery War Axe as well. Don't have enough mana for the shield, but we can swing at him for a fair bit of damage. Chillwind Yeti, another very good minion, very good mana efficient, 4 mana 4/5. That is again the standard what you want out of 4/5. I'm gonna go and play Lord of the Arena. I'm gonna swing at this Yeti and swing with one of our Murlocs. Okay, so he's gonna freeze Lord of the Arena. So I have 4 damage on the board between my 2 Murlocs. He's frozen, so he can't attack yet. That's what frozen does. Means he's just stuck there since he's frozen. I do have 3 damage in my sword, and I can Heroic Strike for 7 damage, which would be, 11 damage. I'm not gonna do that because I'd rather make sure it's guaranteed lethal at some point, but I'm gonna keep my weapon. And next turn, depending on what he does, I may just be able to kill him. Oh nope, he's gonna charge through. Still, we lost a lot of minions doing that, and that's just killing 1 of mine. He's got that taunt now. Oh, so the Shaman Hero Power will summon a random totem. It is a pool of 4 totems. It'll either be this 0-2 Wrath of Air totem, spell damage +1, which means all your spells will have their damage increased by 1. So if you saw like my fireballs or my arcane spells from mage, it'll increase all of those by 1. Shaman has its own spells to increase, but it's a pretty good totem. There's also a taunt totem, which you just saw, which was the 0-2 taunt. There's this 1-1 totem, which is just a 1-1. Doesn't really do anything else. And then I think you also saw earlier the healing totem, 0-2. It heals every friendly minion by 1 health each turn. So yeah, that's a pretty good minion. Let's see. Can we kill him? Let's go and do charge on this guy. So we can attack that. That can attack that. That can attack that. And again, we're still stuck in the position of doing only 11 damage. So I'm just gonna hold off on my attack, just in case he has something up his sleeve.
Stand ready.
Frostful Warlord, alright. He's got a 6/6. Alright, and that is game. Got the attack in. We'll go ahead and Heroic Strike. And we won, just as easy as that. And we've unlocked Shaman. And 2 more, or not 2 more, 1 more pack. Play 1 game in play mode, so that's not going to be against the AI, but we're not going to do that quite yet. Just going to quickly unlock these classes. Alright, looks like we had a short disconnect there. But, yeah, so we unlocked,
Becoming a demon
we're not going to worry about that yet. Ignore that text for the moment.
Would you hear them?
So we unlocked Shaman, and now we're going to play against Druid.
But not from my side.
Not sure how much of that was lost, but, I just... Oh, what the... Is Twitch still good? Let's see. I think we're coming back on Twitch. Some minor internet problems, nothing major. Oh, reconnection successful. Okay, so now we're good. So I'm not sure how much was missed. Arena. So I have 2... But, yeah, so we're just gonna hop back into the solo adventure. Again, we're gonna do normal, and we're gonna just continue unlocking all these classes. Gonna unlock Druid next with our Shaman. Try that out. Twitch is so far behind on delay. We'll need to look into that.
Throw! Versus Malfurion!
I must protect the wild. For Doomhammer.
Alright, we have a lot of spells this time. Hex is a really good spell, but I don't want it right now, especially with these options. Go ahead and toss the entire hand. I'll keep Rockbiter Weapon, but I'll toss everything else. I'm hoping to just get a bit better minions for early game. Well, we got better minions, but not for early game. But we do have our Yeti, which will be nice. So Druid, there is a bit different. They gain +1 attack and +1 armor. +1 armor similar to Warrior, just 1 less. And that 1 attack lets them attack with their hero, just as if they had a weapon. Which means they can deal 1 damage to anything, but if they attack a minion, they also take that damage. But in this case, they're just going to attack me. I take 1 damage. Oh well. We're just going to hero power. Could play the 1/1 charge, but it's just going to die to the hero power. So there's not much real benefit in playing it.
One shot, one kill.
Okay. Mark of the Wild, so he has a nice buff card. And I think we're gonna go ahead and just Rockbiter Weapon. on ourselves, so we just gain +3 attack, as if we had a weapon similar to Druid, and kill his minion. Just like that. Alright, he plays Chill One Yeti. Well, I'm also going to play Chill One Yeti. I think depending on what he does, I may either Stone Tusk Board Charge and play Senjin, or I may just coin out a Boulder Fist Ogre. Ooh, now that is basically a Boulder Fist Ogre. Instead of doing any of that, we're just gonna Hex it. Hex it, it's transformed. It's now a 0/1 taunt. Not even a threat anymore, just take it out with a charge. And we're in a good position. He has only 3 cards in hand, we have 6 cards in hand, we have 2 on the field. Good position. Oh, Twitch kept the reconnecting part, it didn't just cut it. Just catching up on my end. Yeah, so now we have 6 mana, we're gonna play that Boulder Fist Ogre, take out his minion. And we can start playing these Reckless Rocketeers. Alright. Yeah, we're gonna start playing the rest of Reckless Rocketeers, I think. Kill his 4/5 with that. Take out the 2/3 with the 6/7. This is just so I keep my Chill One Yeti alive. He's not gonna have very many answers at this point to deal with anything. Like his only hope is to just play just as strong minions.
The gates are open.
Yeah, so he's the Lord of the Arena. I may just Hex that one as well. Yeah, I think I Hex it. Kill with 4/1. Get him with 6/5. We have our own shield with our Senjin Shield Master. Another Boulder Fist Ogre, but I have, let's see, 13 damage, 18 damage, and he's dead. Because he decided to attack. Alright, Reckless Rocketeer, charge, I can just charge right into the face. And just as it begins on stream, it ends on my end. Some shaman cards out of it. And now we can play around with Druid real quick, as we unlocked Priest, one of my favorite classes.
Malfurion versus Anduin. The light shall bring victory.
Alright.
I must protect the wild.
So, I'm thinking, because we are Druid, we're naturally going to have a not as good early game, and we do have the hero power to clear out any things he summons. I think I'll keep the Elven Archer for damage, and just keep the Chill One Yeti as well. Wild Growth's really good for us. 2 Wild Growths is really good for us. I'll go ahead and start with the Elven Archer. Be a bit aggressive in the early game just because I have these Wild Growths. Wild Growth, it's going to give me an empty mana crystal, which is the mana you get each turn, so it puts me ahead on mana, which is really nice. Double power word shield.
One shot, one.
And Innervate. Innervate gives us a temporary mana crystal, so we're going to have an Innervate Wild Growth. And the benefit that gets us, you'll see next turn.
Someone call.
I actually have a decent response to his board. In the form of playing Chill One Yeti. One turn earlier than he would have come out otherwise. So you're gonna have to work on taking out his board because he's hurting. He is hurting. We kill 3/2 and we're gonna play another Wild Growth. And we're gonna go ahead and attack the 2/1 since it has more attack. And could actually kill my Chill One Yeti with 1 attack. Alright, he's got his shield. Good Boulder Fist Ogre, that's just good. We're gonna play that. Might. This is fine, we have Dark Scale Healer to heal up our guy a little bit, and ourselves. Just gonna go ahead. Do that, attack that. Alright, now we're getting a bit stabilized. When I refer to stabilized, I'm just saying, if you're a slower deck and you're against a more aggressive deck, then stabilizing is just surviving the early game, essentially. And we killed the 1-4 with the 16. Ooh. Oh wait, oh, an archer. And now we're in a good position. We've taken control of the game back and can start killing it. Played a 9-5 as zone, but that is fine. Let's see, we have 12, 13, 17, 23 damage available to us. But I think we're going to go ahead and trade the 1-1 and the 4-3. Just so we can keep a lot of damage on him. And he's going to be dead next turn, unless he can handle my board. That's not quite enough.
What you want?
That might be enough. Yep, I think that's just enough for him to live. That's going to be really good. We're going to attack with that because we get Healing Touch. Heal our minion back up. Go right back into swinging at him. We're not going to play Lord of the Arena just because we don't need to.
We must cleanse
One card, not enough. We can kill him with anything we have. And just like that, we've turned it around pretty nicely. A little worrisome in the early game, but we came back pretty hard. Another victory, another unlock. A few new cards for our class. And just continuing on with Priest. Go against Rogue. Rogue! They actually get a 1-1 weapon. So 1 attack, 1 1 attack, 2 durability, 1-2 weapon as their hero power. So you can just bring that back every other turn to just be able to attack.
your back.
The light shall bring victory.
And I think we're actually going to keep all of this. Because it gives us just 2, 3, 4, which is what we want. Nothing on turn 1, but it's not uncommon to be able to play nothing on turn 1. We have some late game with another Core Hound. He's going to coin something out, but I don't think it's going to be that bad. Okay, yeah, they're just coining out their hero power, which is never something you want to do. Never coin your hero power. Maybe like some exceptions where you do want to coin your hero power, but don't coin your hero power. It's almost never worth it. And now we can use our Shattered Sun Cleric to buff up our 2-1 to a 3-2. I'm just gonna attack face. Just gonna be aggressive. Psychic Conjure, copy a card in your opponent's deck and add it to your hand. So that'll be pretty nice. A little random what we get, but still can be pretty good. I pretty effectively killed my minion. We're just gonna play the Ascension Shield Master. We'll take out the 1-1, and this means he can't kill the Ascension Shield Master with what's on board. Because between his weapon and that minion and his 1-1, he could kill it. Now he can't. Now it lives. Get just a little bit more value out of it. Gonna Psychic Conjure, see what we get from that. Draw a card, that's pretty good.
I hope you like my invention.
And we're just gonna Voodoo Doctor this guy right back up the full. Just keep going for face. We have a lot of minions. He's not too likely to have AoE. That is not AoE, that is just a 2-4. Kills my Sun Cleric, which is fine. Let's see. 2, 1, 3. Down to 4 HP. And we'll go ahead and take out his 2-1. Just to be on the safe side. Couldn't kill anything else with it besides the 1/1.
Mr. Fight.
But, yeah, it's unlikely he's gonna be able to do anything. Sap, send a minion back to my hand. Which doesn't matter because he only has 4 health, so I can kill him with what I have on board. And there we go. Nice, very aggressive game. And we got Rogue. So we'll go and play Rogue and unlock the next one, Paladin. I'm sure you may be noticing something with an extra class that isn't matching up, but we'll go over that soon enough.
I will fight with honor.
Watch your back.
We're not going to keep Sinister Strike for now. I'd rather have something I can play early. We're not going to keep that. We'll keep the Goldshire Footman. Backstab, that's pretty good. Always nice to have a 0 mana cost spell.
Ready for action.
Just play that guy, get him started. One thing you'll notice is that each class has kind of a theme tied to it. For example, Paladin has generally has some minion buff, bit of healing with some of their creatures.
I hope you like my invention.
It's hard to notice with Paladin itself, but some classes have specific mechanics tied to them. For instance, Rogue, that what I'm playing now, has a mechanic, I don't have it in my hand right now, but has a mechanic called Combo, which just means you need to play a card first and then play your card with Combo to trigger an additional effect. Hopefully I'll be able to give you an idea on that in this game, if I can get a combo card. I don't remember what's in this basic deck, but it should have a combo card. Hammer of Wrath, deal 3 damage, draw a card. Oh, and the Paladin Hero power is summon a 1/1 Silverhand Recruit. In some cases they might be able to buff that recruit, which is part of their minion buff theme. Paladin has a few ways to affect a minion on the board or affect all minions, raising the attack of his minions and lowering the attack of your minions. You also see a lot of Divine Shield, which Divine Shield, pretty simple. It just means if it takes damage, it ignores that damage. It doesn't matter how much damage it is reduced to 0. But now that the barrier is gone, I can hit it like that, and it's gone. Probably wouldn't better if I used my hero power to attack it, but oh. I don't have any combo cards yet, unfortunately, so I can't show you the combo mechanic. But that thing, like with Mage, that first class I was playing, you'll see a lot of abilities that either do like random effects with spells, or they might just be a lot of spells in general. I'm gonna go and refresh our weapon because I don't want to spend my mana to do anything else at the moment. Also, Mage might have a lot of cards that trigger off of spells being cast, like if you cast a spell, do whatever effect. Another card, see if we can get that combo. But we do get Deadly Poison. And the nice thing with a weapon buff is that it's going to stick around as long as that weapon is around. We'll keep our nice 3/1 weapon. Go and do that 3 damage now. So we have a lot of ways to just kill him.
Never know what hit 'em.
See if we can get a combo card in the last draw before we just end it. Not quite. Just a dragonling mechanic. And just like that we win. Pretty easy. Paladin unlocked. Another weapon for Rogue unlocked. And now we can play Paladin and go for our last class, Warlock. And we'll talk about Demon Hunter in a moment after unlocking Warlock. Warlock has a pretty interesting hero power. It does 2 damage to themselves, but then they draw a card.
I I will fight with honor.
So very much a costly reward, risk reward situation. We're gonna toss the whole hand. I'd rather have cheaper cards at the moment, even though we have the hero power. Alright, that's a bit better. Give him a minion Divine Shield. That's what we used earlier to give his minion Divine Shield. Light's Justice, a 1/4 weapon. We'll go and play that now and just wait for him to play minions to attack. Yeah, life tap, so he's just gonna draw a card, take 2 damage, which is still a pretty fair thing to do.
Reporting for duty.
We're gonna play our minion. We're gonna hold off on the weapons still. Only a few classes actually use weapons or have access to them as cards, generally. And that's going to be Paladin, Rogue, Warrior, and Demon Hunter, which again we'll go over shortly. Hellfire. Warlocks generally have a lot of things that do damage to everything, including themselves. So again, tying into the risk reward, we're going to start attacking with a weapon, just because he's not playing minions yet. And his minions are likely going to be too high health for this weapon to do much against. May actually go ahead and
For the king.
that. Now will you give it the Divine Shield and hit it with a weapon to finish it off? We still have a 2/5 with full health.
Why do you call?
White Walker is getting some taunt in the way. Raid Leader is going to be pretty good here.
Handle it.
I'll just kill that with 1 attack. Go ahead and give this Divine Shield again, just in case he wants to attack with his 4/5, just so I can negate it.
Reporting for duty.
Summon another minion, and good.
Ready to ride.
Okay. So he kills the Raid Leader and just... okay, he's just gonna attack the face. Attacking the face is just attacking the hero. You'll hear that a lot, especially against more aggressive decks. Play another Raid Leader because, you know, we can. Draw a card, get more fuel going.
For justice.
Attack his face again, and got a pretty decent board setup. But he's got a lot of cards to potentially answer us. Reckless Rocketeer is not going to do much at the moment. He can kill something, or nothing. Go ahead and do that. We're going to take a lot of damage here, but I think it's fine. He's still taking a lot more damage than us, and he's set up to die next turn. Another Reckless Rocketeer, and he's still just going for face, which isn't. There's no point in doing that because he's lost. Just throw a buff on this guy, and just 1 hit. There we go. And that's generally how you start off. You just start off unlocking all the classes, all the base classes at least, for 100 gold, which is essentially 1 pack of your choice. So we're gonna go ahead and head back. We're gonna go head over into
Buy a card pack.
yeah.
Head to the shop.
Gonna go open our packs real quick. We got 2 packs from doing that. Nice little start off. Let's see what we get. If you hover over it, you can see the rarity. These are all commons because nothing happens when you hover over them. And blue is rare. So a few cards. I'll go over like what I think of certain cards and what I look for in cards in a moment. But now we're just gonna go through these. Nothing exciting, just 4 commons and a rare, which is a standard pack. Goes up to epic and legendaries. So we're gonna click on my collection, which is our cards. So we got a bunch of new cards just because we unlocked everything. So you can just type in new, that'll show you all your new cards and you can take a look at them. Oh, secret. This is going to be accessible to mages, paladins, sometimes rogues as well, and hunters. And secrets is, you play it and it has some sort of trigger. The enemy won't know what your secret is until it is triggered and something happens. So in this case, Ice Barrier. When your hero is attacked, gain 8 armor. Nice defensive option to gain some extra health. Weapon. Nothing too exciting from Priest. Assassin's Blade, another weapon. More spells. Minion buff for Shaman. Some neutral minions. Neutral minions can go in any deck and for any class, otherwise class cards are specific to that class. So yeah, these are all the base classes. And there's an option for Demon Hunter, which is fairly easy for to unlock and free as well.
Create a deck from a recipe, or make one of your own.
So yeah, going into solo adventures. They have a few options. It's generally organized, the top one is the newest one, except for practice mode, and the bottom is the oldest one. There's a lot of adventures,
Heroes,
and there's reason to play them over others.
Venture into the Witchwood.
And they can all, they sometimes can give you packs or other rewards. Some you do have to pay for and buy. But we're going to start with Ashes of Outland because they released a new class recently. And to access it, you just do the prologue. So we'll go ahead and go through that real quick to unlock that class.
Thousands of years ago,
It's going to be a bit of a story, but we won't worry too much. We're just going to hop right into it. If you want like a bit of story from World of Warcraft, then you can, sit down and actually watch that. Otherwise, we're just going to hop into it.
Versus Azinov.
Starts us off as Mage,
Forces have vanquished
with a few interesting spells.
You are lost.
We're going to toss these two. They're too expensive. And better for, or either too expensive or just better for the late game. That's what I look for and what I want to keep in my hand. Like, this is really good. This is cards that are cheap and can be used early. We're not going to play this one quite yet, because again, he has nothing on the board. All it's going to do is 3 damage to his face, which just isn't worth it. So he has a 2-2. When his hero attacks, gain +1 attack. His hero power is special because he's a boss. It's not something a player can access. But he's going to equip the Warglaze of Azeroth, which are just a pretty strong weapon. So we're just going to play a Magic Dark Frog.
Job's done.
And this is again with a mage. After you cast a spell, something happens. In this case, deal 1 damage to a random enemy. Fortunately, you did kill off our guy. Now this is going to be a much better position to use Arcane Missiles, because he has 3 minions, each are on 1 health. I could kill everything on his board. Fortunately, 1 hit his face, so I didn't kill this, but that's what my hero power is there for. Now his board is gone. Gives me time to recover. Corrupt a playable card in opponent's hand. You have 1 turn to play it. I don't know what's going to happen if I don't play it, but I assume it destroys it.
If you need us.
Don't remember off the top of my head. That is a newer card, so I'm just going to play it now. It's either going to destroy the card or deal damage to me if I'm still holding it. Either way, I'm just not going to deal with it. I'll just play it, get out of the way. Warglaze of Azeroth, after attacking a minion, he may attack again. Which is very good for clearing the board. Not so good because you'll take a lot of damage doing it. So we're going to go ahead and use Brave Frost. And if you saw, it had a text on there, Twin Spell. Twin Spell means I can cast it again. Just puts another copy without Twin Spell in my hand. So his attack. Fortunately, he's frozen now because Water Elemental frees any character damaged by this minion, so he can't attack again.
Obliterate your kind from the face.
Well, that's a pretty good card.
The resistance will fight to the end.
I'm gonna go ahead and freeze his 2-2. Triggered his ability, so we'll attack that and that. And we have a pretty good answer to his board. He can't really kill it. Too much health. Even with his Warglaves.
We regret this.
And I think we're gonna go ahead and Flame Strike. And you'll see this thing has Rush. Rush means he can attack immediately, but only minions. Charge means you can attack the face as well. Rush, you cannot. So, if he had Charge, I would have been able to end the game, but he doesn't have Charge, so I can't.
The twin blades.
Demon Fire, not really going to do much for you. And that's game. He's down to 4 HP, and I have 4 damage.
What news?
So, yeah, this will give you an already made deck. You don't have to use your own. You don't have to do anything. You just hop in, play it, look at the cards. Maybe you have the cards, maybe you don't. But they're just going to go through some plot story stuff, and it'll end. You just hop on to the next match. Which again will have another AI with their own special ability. Like this guy's going to have change enemy minions health to 1. So it'll be good for like clearing up bigger minions, but as long as I just keep the lower health minions, it's not going to be that great. But I don't control what's in the deck I get. It'll be something suited to the story, and it'll be strong enough to win. It usually won't be too hard to win with it either.
Come to the palace, rebel.
I wish to join your side.
Prove yourself in combat.
Alright, so this is going to be a bit of a different kind of fight. This will have a special mechanic tied to it, so I'm not actually attacking the enemy, really.
I will grant you demon claw.
We just have to survive, essentially.
Well,
So now we have, this is going to be the Demon Hunter hero power. Gain 1 attack, return for 1 mana instead of 2, so it's cheap, and it's just 1 attack. Okay, so we have to destroy... It's going to summon a bunch of stuff, and we have to destroy everything it summons until the game ends. So it's just all about clearing minions. Just going to summon this guy. A shooting star, that'll do nice cleave damage to everything, so wipes it all out. And because this guy's wrecked, whenever you cast a spell, do something, it gains armor in this case. Which is nice, just get a nice health pool going. So the entire board is swapping, because theoretically myself and the enemy, quote-unquote enemy, are on the same team.
true.
I don't have much of an answer to anything. Guess we do this, because I don't want to take any more damage from it. More story stuff going on, ignore this guy.
You would betray your own brother?
My beloved prefers him. So, yes.
More minions, and still we're gonna handle it, just with that hero power to finish it off. Let's see. Still only, not even halfway there yet, so still a lot to contend with.
I hope your master is watching.
Fear not. He is very close.
Let's see. So I think I'll go ahead and do this, attack that, that'll kill off that. Let me do our hero power so we can also play this Rush with Taunt.
I used to be an elf like you. The master gave me
Implosion. Yeah, we got a bunch of imps now. So we can do that. That'll do 5 damage to that, 8 damage to the next, or 3 damage to the next one. 8 damage total. So yeah, not much to do. We're not allowed to attack this guy because he's in theory our ally. Inferno. 11 left, so we're doing pretty good, honestly. Play Highborn Sorcerer to just get some more spells. So yeah, we should be fine for the rest of the game, honestly.
For the glory of Queen Ajara. Obedience before all.
Yeah, not much to say here. We're just clearing them out eventually. Another cleave spell. Not have to use our minions at all. 5 left, so or 4 left. So this guy and 3 more,
Do not
and then
threaten
it's the end.
Hide.
See, he's gonna summon 3. He is, which means we can just end it. Good old Flame Strike. We did it.
Prepare to receive your just reward from the master.
Very simple.
No, just your.
More just story
acceptance
stuff
of
going on
enough.
here. You notice that there's also like a map to play on, like a little board to play on. You can interact with stuff and just click on them and see what they do. Make these guys' eyes appear if I click on them enough. The portal.
Such things I can see now.
Break these planks over here. Alright, we have 2 more to do.
The ways of the demons and gained their trust.
So now we're actually a
But when the
full
time
demon
was
hunter.
right, I returned
With all the
to
demon
my
hunter cards
beloved
instead of the
brother.
mage cards we were
I
using.
needed his power to help me close the portal.
This will be the hero.
Pitiful.
I already told you the hero power. And the special mechanic for Demon Hunter
That
is
was
going to be
a massive
Outcast,
mistake.
which means you want to play it on the far left or far right of your hand for an additional effect. Spectral Sight's already in the perfect spot to be cast as Outcast. Because as you draw cards, things will be pushed all the way to the left. It'll start, whatever you draw will be on the far right.
The things I do for victory.
So it's good to have a Outcast card on the far left, because it's always just there ready to go. And this is something that's we didn't do that. That's just part of this game mode, the storyline.
Vengeance is mine.
So that won't be happening normally. This guy has a special power, deal 1 damage to all non-demons. Which is fine, we have a few demons in our deck.
I hardly even need your help, brother.
I wish that were true.
More trees are coming to our aid. Now then, we could actually kill this. So one of the things the Demon Hunter has is a lot of ways to give yourself attack. We could do this. Twin Slice has twin spells, so another slice. Hero power 5 attack, and we kill his minion. Didn't even have to use a minion to do it, just 2 cards, one of which drew us another card to replace it. Pit Lord.
I hardly know you anymore, Illidan. So much rage in your heart.
It was always
Yeah, so Warglaze of Azeroth, you saw it with the other boss. We can attack and attack again. And more trees. Spectral Sight. Gonna use that. It's gonna draw us 2 cards, which will be real nice. And I think we'll go and use this to get enough attack to be able to wipe it out with everything. Kill his demon. We're a bit low on HP, but that's fine. We have board control, which is what we want, until we can play some of our bigger minions. We have another Outcast card with I-Beam, but it's going to be hard to play it, because we have this 6-man in the way. So I'm thinking we're gonna... So we're gonna go and play this. It has lifesteal, and lifesteal just means it deals damage and restores that much HP. So with my hero power, I was able to buff it up to 3 damage, and it restores 3 HP, which essentially negates the damage this guy deals.
Gifts are wasted on this.
I've heard that one before.
Let's see. I think we're gonna have to use a combination of a few things to make sure that guy is dead. We have lifesteal, which essentially just recovers us a lot of HP from the damage we took.
Asunder! A demon hunter cannot surpass
Another demon. This is gonna be hard.
Lies.
So I'm thinking we're gonna play both of these guys, hero power and attack the face. This means we don't take the damage, and we get each of these guys trigger when a hero attacks, or after we attack. Ow. Now I'm getting real low, so this is a little worrisome, honestly.
The master approaches.
Let's see. So we can have to do some quick math. That's going to cost 6 mana to do, which will put that at 5 HP. So I think I'm going to go ahead, do this in order. Demon Claws to give me 1 attack. So Blade Dance, which I think will do 1 damage to each. This will do 2 damage to each.
On your lead.
We're gonna attack first real quick, just so we can trigger them both before we lose one of them. And we handled his board and are not dead yet. And we can play this guy for free.
Who dares disappoint me?
Queen's favorite.
Okay. Getting to be a bit of a problem. Okay, that's pretty much exactly what we wanted. We are losing our board doing it, which isn't the best.
I grow impatient.
I don't think we have much of a choice here. Use them with Queen Azara, but we're gonna go and attack that. We're down to 4 HP, so this isn't looking very good for us.
I will enjoy watching you die.
Currently is lethal, and we don't have a way to stop it. Draw 2 cards might be enough. It's gonna be 8 mana. We have just enough mana to live, potentially. Depends if he has another demon, because Void Caller is going to summon a demon from his hand. He doesn't have a demon in his hand. We're going to attack that just in case he can buff that. We'll attack face just because we can. Oh, Dread Infernal. Okay, yeah. Unfortunately, this can happen. Sometimes you just lose. You don't get a good hand. You don't get a good cards. In this case, we're just going to go pop right back in. Try to take it on.
Versus Manora!
Pitiful elf. You were never to be trusted.
That was your master's mistake, not mine.
Alright. We're gonna toss that because it's not a very good card. Kinda tempted to keep Flame Reaper, but I think we'll get rid of it just for some early game. Mana Burn is an interesting card, but it's not very good. I can go over that more when I actually look at cards, which will be probably right after this.
But now we fight as one.
The things I do for victory.
Alright. Let's try to actually get this done this time. We have another Spectral Sight on the far left, which is nice.
Vengeance is mine.
We actually have a very similar hand to what we had before.
I hardly even need your help, brother.
I wish that were true.
So we're gonna go in Spectral Sight again just to draw those two cards. Actually, yeah, we're gonna do it still. Gonna do 2 damage to it because he can already kill it with his hero power anyway, and I'd rather get 2 damage out of it instead. He's probably just gonna attack face, I think. Yep.
I hardly know you anymore, Illidan. So much rage in your heart.
Let's see, he has Void Color, which could be a bit of a problem. We don't have anything for 3 mana, sadly. Got some more treants to help us out, though. Oh, that's 3 mana, that's pretty good. More blades, give us a bit of healing as well. Still has the Void Collar, which could be a problem, depending on what he's got in his hand. If anything. Alright, he's gonna clear out the trees. Summon another taunt minion, which is fine. It's pretty good for us, I think. We can buff up for 3. He's gonna summon another 2/2 for us.
I will enjoy watching you die.
A Blood Fury Potion, make that a 6/7.
Your gifts are wasted on this.
I've heard that one before.
Yeah, that's actually really good. The Twin Slice lets us buff our attack to 5, which is enough to kill both of his demons at the cost of a fair bit of our health again. Let's see if he summons anything. He does not, so we're just gonna go for face. That allows us to summon both of our demons. Our frenzied Fellwings. Also, hello Sarah. I just noticed you in the chat. I'm not good at watching chat.
Demon Hunter cannot surpass a demon.
He's got a big demon there. Let's see what I can do about that. That's gonna be 8 damage. I'm missing 1. Would rather not attack that with my own face. But it seems I don't have much of a choice. So we'll attack that, get it out of the way. And because we are still under the effects of, it was an interesting interaction of the weapon we had. The Warglaze of Azzinoth lets us attack again after we kill something, or actually just attack a minion. Even if it's a new weapon, it still counts. So we can get that HP regen from the Eldritch Reward Blades and keep the buffs we put on that for the moment.
Portal is almost complete. The master of
So this game's already going quite a bit better. He didn't actually play anything, huh? We'll play our little portal guys. This just puts cards in our deck. They will automatically trigger when drawn and draws the new card into their place. We're going to do damage to him, honestly, just for the heal. Because I really don't know what's in his deck, and he might have a way to do a fair bit of damage. He hurt our minion. And this is going to do the same thing. More cards shuffled into our deck for demons. And I think we're going to win this one.
Who dares
Oh,
disappoint
okay,
me?
that's going to stop us for at least a little bit. So we're going to go ahead and just do this 4 damage to everything. Summon him, play that, and attack that. We're mostly attacking it just for the trigger from the satyr for the extra minion. Could have cleared it with Blade Dance, but and yeah, we win. He has a 9/9, but it's not quite enough. Enter Demon. Let's go.
Vengeance is mine.
Vengeance is ours,
The portal
indeed.
is imploding, taking the demons with it. Everything went as
Alright,
planned.
so that is
But you did not tell us all
that
of your
finished, and
plan.
now we have to do one more,
I secretly saved
and
a
we'll have the
vial
Demon
from
Hunter
the well of
unlocked,
eternity.
and therefore
You
have
wouldn't
all the classes.
understand. You want a
And
man.
having a Demon Hunter is going to
As
give us a
long as
few
it
nice
exists, we
things
cannot
that
be safe from the
effectively
demons.
make Demon Hunter
gone
the
too far.
best class to play starting out. But you'll see when I actually unlock that and can go through their cards.
I did what had
It's
to
one
be
more
done,
battle.
But my own people feared what
Shouldn't
I
be
had
too
become.
hard.
They came for me.
Hopefully we can do it in one go, unlike the last guy we had a bit of trouble with.
Versus Cenarius.
Illidan! Answer for your crimes.
Malfurion sent you instead of fighting me himself.
Gonna toss that 8 mana card, too expensive. We're gonna toss Consume Magic because it'll be in the middle of the hand where I don't want it, so I won't be able to get the Outcast trigger effect. Twin Slice, pretty good to have early. It's 0 mana, and it enables us to just
I am sorry.
potentially kill a creature.
No, you're not.
Oh, this is a really good weapon. Umber Wing.
Vengeance is
Summons 2 guys, gives us a 1/2 weapon. A 1/2 punch.
Every tree and twig rises against you.
Okay, we should get a lot of value out of Satyr Overseer right here.
Illidan, what have you become?
Excuse me, let me play the card.
I
Thank you.
must be.
We're going to Twin Slice just to buff it up to 2 damage so we can kill that without losing more than 1 minion. Attack that, and hold on to our extra Twin Slices just in
Your
case.
defilement cannot stand.
Naturalize. Well, at least I'll be able to draw some cards from it.
I saved all of you.
So we'll go ahead and
And this
attack
is what
that.
I get in return.
I'm gonna go for damage here, just because we have a lot of weapons in this deck, and I may actually draw another weapon before I even break this one. Yep, there it is. Wargle is
You
Vasanov.
cannot see my bravery. See my anger.
So we're gonna Chaos Strike just to buff our damage a bit. Use that other Twin Slice. Hero Power. Now we have 6 damage, and we can kill that creature. And we already have another weapon, Flame
Demonic
Reaper.
power courses through you, brother.
Very good weapon, by the
What
way.
have
That
you
is
done?
just such a good weapon. And that you'll also see these two. These are epics. You can see from the purple gem. This means common. That white gem, blue gem means it is a rare, and a orange gem is legendary. So I think we're gonna go and play this,
What are these demonic weapons?
and we're gonna start buffing up our attack.
Vengeance is mine.
And that's going to allow us to attack that,
Vengeance is
attack it
mine.
again,
Vengeance
and attack the minion it summons.
Betrayed.
And we'll attack in the face.
mine.
The bonds of
Play very aggressively.
between us.
And that is one of the scary things you can do with Demon Hunter, is just stuff like that that'll clear the board, deal damage to the face. There's a lot of potential for it to be very threatening. This is the orange gem, this is a legendary. Everything else you can have 2 copies of, but a legendary you can only have 1 copy of in your deck. You'll see that more when I actually get into that.
Vengeance is
Gonna do that. This is a cleave weapon. It's gonna do 5 damage to everything. Not everything, but to 3 things. Whatever you attack and the minions next to it. see if we can go ahead and do this. Use our hero power. Metamorphosis is going to change our hero power, which also refreshes it. Deal 5 damage. We attack for 5 damage, and he's dead. Just doing whatever he can to just play aggressive, kill anything he tries to bring out. Landscaping 2 more tree ends.
I must safeguard the land.
He's gonna take out our minion, but that's fine. He's got actually a fair bit of minions. But because they all have 2 health, we have Immolation Auras to help it all out. We'll draw 2 cards real quick, just see what we get. Which is almost lethal. It'll be lethal next turn. I'm gonna play that for now, and we're just gonna throw this in the face. We'll also use the weapon. He's down to 4 HP, and we have many ways to just kill him. Oh, he's gonna heal though, but it's having a taunt minion though. Wasn't enough until he played taunt. So we're gonna go ahead and end the game. We equip that. Deal 8 damage to everything. Attack, attack, and that is game. And that unlocks us Demon Hunter.
I spit on your petty notions of justice. I make my own
More
laws,
story stuff going
my
on.
own path. At least, that's what should have happened.
So yeah, all you have to do, just do the prologue,
You
do
must pay for
do all
your
4 missions in
crimes.
it, and you'll unlock
Instead,
Demon Hunter.
I was imprisoned in darkness for 10.
And that'll unlock you all the classes, get you a couple packs, some starting gold.
But I was still their savior, and the first.
You'll be good to go
of the demon
from there on that
hunters.
level. There we get our reward, and we unlock Demon Hunter. And that's just the hero for Demon Hunter.
Are not prepared.
So yeah, we just unlocked a lot of cards as well.
You, have you tried the tavern brawl yet?
Can we do the Tavern Brawl?
To the tavern
Oh yeah, we can. So the Tavern Brawl is something that changes out every week or so, and they'll have a new special thing going on. If you win your Tavern Brawl once, then you get a free pack. They can be fun, they can be interesting, unique game modes or styles, and they're just random little fun things you can do. And you can do that once you have a class unlocked at level 20, which we have automatically by getting Demon Hunter. And one of the things with Demon Hunter is that it unlocked a lot of cards for us at varying levels. Rare cards, we got a few legendary cards from that, all for Demon Hunter. And because legendary cards can be very good, this makes Demon Hunter as a default class, starting class, incredibly powerful. Because if I look by legendary, the only legendaries I have are this guy, which is a free one, and for Demon Hunter. Altruist is a very powerful card after you play the left or rightmost card in your hand, which is the Outcast mechanic. It deals 1 damage to all enemies. It can just clear a board. Just very powerful effect. Nethrandamus, Battlecry, summon 2 0-cost minions, upgrades each time a friendly minion dies, and how that upgrades is it'll summon 2 random 1-cost minions, and that 1-cost again is in that top left corner. So, if a lot of minions of yours dies while he's just sitting in your hand, his Battlecry will increase to be better and better. Maybe it'll summon 2 8-cost minions, or 2 10-cost minions. Which is it's a very situational card, because it is very late game, because it is 9 mana. Very expensive, but still very potential. Very high potential if you really go for it. So we'll look at our quest log. First Blood. Play 1 game in play mode. So we're just gonna play 1 game. It doesn't require us to win. We just have to play. We'll use the new Demon Hunter. And Generally, you'll be playing, especially when you first start, you're playing against other people who have just started. Just a brand new account. So you don't have to worry about playing anyone who's been playing for years and has a very powerful deck. You don't need to worry about that.
Versus Gul'dan.
So we're going to be playing against this Warlock.
Shall be mine. This ends
We're going to keep this hand. This is just a default deck automatically put together by the game. It's not going to be great, but it'll be pretty good. Just one mana 2/2. That's just a good card. You can't go wrong with that. That is just very efficient. We'll probably play Sightless Watcher next. Depending on what he plays. If he plays a 1 health minion, I may just use my hero power to attack and kill it. He's gonna coin out something though, so we'll see what that is. Oh, it is a 1 health minion. He's gonna play it with something else though? Okay. So in this case we are gonna go ahead and hero power again, just because this is going to buff itself by 1, so it'll be at 1/4. I can hero power, attack, his buff, his ability triggers, and he gets buffed and he comes out of a 3/2. I can kill it now. It's a very nice, just efficient way of dealing with his minion before it can get buffed up too much. Yeah, this guy's gonna sit on the field until I can get some AoE to deal with it. He's got Mortal Coil, so that's pretty good for him. Call the Void is gonna get a random demon, which could be a good card, could be a bad card. I won't know until he plays it. So go ahead and play Sightless Watcher. Gonna put something on top of our deck. We'll do Altruis. Altruis would allow us to kill that Blood Imp potentially. Gonna go ahead and hero power and attack just for some extra damage.
what you want.
Probably gonna Chaos Strike just to kill that. Another Blood Imp. Actually, no, I won't be able. I'll be able to kill it with this guy though. Although I think I'm actually gonna play this. I'll attack. His ability triggers, and I take out one of those imps.
This is mine.
Blade-Bound Adept's a very good card. As long as I attack, it'll do 4 damage to whatever I want it to, which is just good burst. Prison Scrap Imp. Dormant. Dormant just means they're out of play until it triggers, which in 2 turns. 2 of his turns triggers. Play Altruis. Soul Battle Fiend. That'll trigger that, get rid of his Soul Imp before it can start doing too much.
This is mine.
So when that comes out, he's gonna buff all the minions in his hand by +2/+2, which will be pretty good for him. If he plays a decent minion, I'll probably hero power attack and then use my Blade-Bound Adept to deal 4 damage to it. I'm gonna Soul Fire that. All the Void. So the 2 random. I don't know if he got that card from Call of the Void. He may have gotten that from Call of the Void because it is a demon. So we'll at least have 1 minion that he's gonna get buffed with that. We'll go ahead and just attack and just not do much else. Play a little aggressively, but not go too hard for anything. We'll see what he does now. He has 6 mana. He might be able to summon something. I don't know how much that is buffed. I know he at least had 1 demon in his hand that was auto-generated.
All I see is weakness.
Satyr Overseer. That's one of the Demon Hunter cards. Which which means he's not going to be able to easily trigger it. So it's really just going to be a 6/4, which is fine because I have Gladebound Adept. So I made Chaos Strike Twin Slice to kill that, and then Gladebound Adept to kill that. Depends if he plays anything else, if he kills this or not. Because I could also potentially deal 5 damage in hand, 9, 4 damage with that, 13 damage. Not going to do that because I can't kill him with it. But I think we'll keep that as the plan still. Chaos Strike, Twin Slice. At least one of our Twin Slices. Kill that because we attacked, we can trigger that. That's dead. Hit him for 5, he's at 12 HP. We have lethal on board if he doesn't respond. Oh, we have a little bit. We have 2 damage in hand, so not too great. But still, he has to respond to what we have on the board, or lose. Sacrificial Pact, that's pretty good. Gets rid of our demon. Engine Shield Master has got... oh, Soulfire, okay. He's still running out of cards a lot more quickly than I am, but he does have Life Tap to keep some feel going. Maybe Sightless Watcher first, because that lets us control what we draw. I think we'll go for I-Beam. Reason for that is so we can do that, attack, I-Beam, and we're good. Still has to respond to a lot on the board. Like I can start spawning a lot of guys with Satyr Overseer. He's burning through a lot of cards as well. Kale Toss. Another sack pack, okay, fair enough. Life tap to draw some more. That's actually really good for us. Something in mind with this, it's a summon 6/1/1 Eladar. You can only have 7 minions out. So I do want to swing with this first. Then summon 6 of them. Have them all attack, and because now 7 minions have died, we can do that. And we've essentially won the game at this point. Like, it's going to be very difficult for them to do anything about this from here. I have Nephrondamus and a lot of fuel. I have lost a lot of cards, but I still have 9 turns till I'm out of cards. Once you're out of cards in your deck, you start drawing what's called fatigue. You take 1 damage, then 2, then 3, then 4, then 5, then 6, until you die. Unlike some card games where you may lose the game instantly. I'm gonna summon our 3 guys here. Just send them right into the 3/3. This starts buffing up Nephrondamus. Really nice. We're gonna go ahead and do this, this, this. Just buff our attack, some of these guys, get some minions flowing. And we have a lot of setup to buff up Nephrondamus, should he be able to handle my board. If he can't handle my board, he's just going to lose eventually. Because we can attack for 2 damage, 6, 9 damage. We have 9 damage in hand. We have a fair bit of damage on the board. Starting to hurt himself too with Life Tap. Shadow Bolt to get rid of that. let's see what we can do. Swing at that.
Vengeance is
And
mine.
that. 4 damage to that.
On your lead! On your lead!
That.
Evil cannot hide from me. No mercy.
Alright. So I'm a little vague on what's happening. It's hard to describe sometimes, just because I have to go fairly quickly. Galacrond. That's a card that replaces your hero. Replaces your hero power as well. And it gives him some armor, but it doesn't matter because he's dead. Go give him well played.
True power.
And there we go. We played our first game and won it too. Because Demon Hunter is very strong. It can be a bit harder to play, just because you have a lot of mechanics and things you have to think about. And a new card back. Card back has been corrupted. Use it to spread the corruption. And now I have two in play mode and so forth. Take a look at my collection. I want to check something because I believe there was a way to. I may be mistaken. Oh well. So we have 100 gold, and normally I would recommend getting these normal packs because I'll show you in a moment after I open this one. Nothing exciting in here. Another rare. So in here you have a bunch of different cards going on. Free. Guess we'll get that for free. You can just get that. That's just gonna be. It gives you a card back. It's just aesthetic. It replaces the priest with Tyrande, which is another character from World of Warcraft. And so here you can buy the adventures. They cost like 20 bucks each, a bit expensive. 15 bucks for that one. And that'll give you some packs as well. We can go over the arena in a moment. Welcome bundle. Like if you're a new player, it's $5. It's fairly like nice. $5 gives you 10 packs and a legendary minion that is a dragon. And so you have all these different expansions. These are the current expansions. You have Rise of Shadows, Saviors of Oldham, Descent of Dragons, Ashes of Outland is the new one, and then the normal pack. Normally I would recommend people just buy normal packs just to get the base set and cards from that. However, because of Demon Hunter doesn't have any cards in the base set. They only have cards in Ashes of Outland. And so if you want to do Demon Hunter, like I would want to do, I would recommend just getting packs from Ashes of Outland. So you can just open that up and we can see what we get. Nothing exciting here either. Got a Demon Hunter card, which is really good. Outcast draw card. So, now we're going to look at cards in general and what I value in a minion. I'm not really going to look at Demon Hunter because Demon Hunter has a lot of stuff going on. And just a lot of good stuff in general, so... I'll probably put together like a basic Demon Hunter deck with the starting cards and show you what I would do for that, but we'll mostly look at neutral minions. So what I value in a card is how much value I'm going to get out of it, how long it's going to last, and what kind of deck I'm going to build. There's generally going to be 3 major archetypes, and actually 4 major archetypes of decks. You're going to have aggro decks, which will generally want cheaper minions and a lot of damage. Like, it's like what would be good for an aggro deck? I think I'd have to look into class cards. But you want cheap and powerful. You want a lot of bang for your buck. Like especially in Warlock, you'll see the classic Zoo archetype, which is all about summoning cheap minions. Voidwalker is pretty good for that, just because it has a fair bit of health. Let's see what else. Hellfire is good, it's just good damage to everything. good finisher. Let's look. We don't really have a lot of the typical aggressive options these days. But like, for example, this might seem like a good aggressive option, and in 1 mana, 1/1 charge, you can go straight for the face. But it has 1 health, so it's just gonna die instantly. So if it has 1 health, I want to get more use out of it. Like for example, Wolf Rider, 3 mana, 3/1 charge, that's significantly better in my opinion. It's not a great aggressive card, but it is decent, because it's 3 mana for 3 damage. 1 mana for 1 damage is a lot less impressive. 3 damage can actually like be enough to kill someone. So let's look at the 0 mana 1/1 bad card. It's a 1/1. It's not going to do much. Elven Archer 1 mana 1/1 deal to 1 damage might sound decent, but it's not. It's just not very good. Goldspire Footman 1 mana 1/2 not good enough. It's just going to die too easily. 1 mana 1/1 not good. Your other Murlocs have +1 attack, which could be good if you want to do a Murloc centric deck. And what you see, you'll just see the tag at the bottom, Murloc. It'll give other Murlocs with that tag +1 attack. So that's a Murloc. That's not a Murloc. None of these are Murlocs. That's a Murloc. That's a Murloc. That's a beast. So anything that has a beast tag, like you saw with Hunter, that'll affect that. Demons have their own tag. Elementals have a tag. If I can find an elemental. More demons. Beasts. Mech has its own tag with that. They have a few mech archetype cards. I don't see any. That's a demon. I don't see any elementals I have. Let's look into crafting. If you hit crafting, you'll be able to see all the cards you don't have. That's a demon. Beast. Dragon is an option as well. Dragon tag. And here we go, elemental tag. But there are a few tags, and some things will affect, like, if you have a dragon, in this case if you're holding a dragon, if there's an elemental on the field, buff a beast, buff a mech. Magnetic, it means the mechs combined, which is a hard to explain mechanic, but it is there. So, like, yeah, so aggro just means they're going to be aggressive. They're just going to try to go for your face. They're going to try to kill you as quickly as possible, potentially as early as like turn 4 or 5. There's mid-range, which generally tries to play a minion every turn, plays something every turn, make efficient use of their mana. They can be a little aggressive. They generally want to clear the board and just keep control of the board, and eventually just win through attrition like that. They just want to play something every turn, keep control of the board, and just beat down their opponent. Not as quickly as aggro, but at a steady pace. And you have control, which, again, if you can figure out where you're going, aggro is quick, mid-range is in the middle, control is in the late. Control is all about just staying alive until you can play your big minions. Good control cards would be like that Nethrone Damus. It's a 9 mana card. It's super expensive. Inner Demons is a potential late game finisher. Give your arrow 8 to attack this turn. Stuff like that. More expensive cards. If we're talking about like mid-range, then you want like your Chillwind Yeti on turn 4. If you get into the late game, you just want your Boulderfist Ogre. That's about as late as you want to go. Maybe a little bit of fuel to just keep you going a little bit. With control, you want more stuff like oh, I want to heal. I want to ramp up with an empty mana crystal. I want to get to my end game as soon as possible. You want to get to turn 10 and then start either controlling the board and just playing big threat after big threat and just winning by overpowering your opponent. And so, control is usually good against mid-range, aggro is good against control, mid-range is good against aggro. There are some quite a few exceptions to that, but that is a general idea to it. Bit of rock, paper, scissors. And then we have the fourth one, which is called combo. Combo, similar to control, they want to stay alive, but all they want to do is stay alive long enough to get to whatever cards they need, usually to win the game in one single turn. So, and that's what combo is. They're going for a big combo, big flashy single turn finisher. Rather than playing big threat after big threat, they have one threat that is their win condition. And if they get their win condition, they just win the game. There's not too many control decks these days, but, or not control, combo decks. Demon Hunter has a combo, again with that expensive Inner Demons. Combination with that and Kael'thas to make your spells. Let's see if I can actually look that up. Can I find it? Oh. Cannot find him. But anyway, there's a legendary minion that is every third spell you play costs 0 mana. And as you saw before, Demon Hunter has a lot of cheap spells they can play. So they try to play like Twin Slice, then a 0 mana Inner Demon, Twin Slice, 0 mana Inner Demon, and that gives them about 20 attack right there at the cost of 0 mana. Maybe they have some other like attack cards, like Chaos Strike, 2 of those. Brings up to 24 attack. But yeah, just that general idea of all of a sudden he has 24 attack and hits you in the face for 24 damage and you're dead. That's what combo would do, more so than control. Combo might look like either a control deck or a mid-range deck. You'll rarely see an aggro deck look like combo, but generally as you play the game you'll see certain cards that will like be more indicative of one playstyle or the other, or maybe how they're playing. Like let's see if I can get a few examples at least. Like if I see a Demon Hunter playing a lot of like Shadow of Slayer, Battle Fiends, Uziel Horror, Crimson Sigil Runner, less so Crimson Sigil Runner, but if I see that, I'll generally assume they're either mid-range or aggro. If they start like burning through their cards and really focusing on doing damage to me, I'll assume they're aggro. I'll start playing more defensively, get ready to deal with any threats they put out. If I see like someone just like not doing much, usually playing more conservative, maybe they'll play a card, maybe they'll just use their hero power, I'll think, okay, this might be control, maybe mid-range, but then I'll just see what they play from there. If it's been like 5 turns and they haven't done much of anything, I assume they're control and get ready. Okay, I'm going to go as aggressive as I can before they start getting out of control, and just try to win the game sooner. For me personally, my favorite classes are Priest and Warlock. I do enjoy the Demon Hunter. It is brand new. I've played around with it a little bit. It is a very fun class. It takes a lot of like thinking and knowledge to play properly, because you have a lot of cards that are conditional, timings you want to get right. Just a lot of foresight when using the outcast mechanic for what's on the far left or far right, just to make full like efficient use of your cards. Yeah, so if I wanted to put like a basic deck together, let's use I'll use Paladin as the base. Actually, no, I'll use Mage. Mage is generally the first class you have unlocked, and it's what people have most of their stuff with. Hearthstone will also give you a few suggestions for decks, but this is, if I'm building just a straight deck that I don't really have a lot of options for, a brand new player, Frostbolt's really good, 3 damage to a character and freeze it. It just can kill something and slow something down. Arcane Intellect, more card draw, keep you going. I like Fireball, I like Polymorph, so we'll grab those four. Now look over in the commons. What do I want from commons? Well, I'll just go initially for the cards that I know are good. There are a lot of weapons in the game, especially with Demon Hunter. Acidic Swamp Ooze is going to be pretty good. Destroys an enemy weapon. Always a high potential for that one. Chillwind Yeti, fantastic card. Especially if you're new, just include Chillwind Yeti in whatever you're doing. Same with Boulder Fist Ogre. Gives you early game, gives you aggressive. I'll include Stormwind Champion, more late game. Ascendant Shieldmaster is pretty good too. Let's see, what else can we do? I'm not gonna go for Shadowstone Cleric. I'll probably do River Crocolisk. It's pretty good. Teaches 2 mana, 2/3. Trades pretty well on turn 2, if you can play it then. I'll throw in a Loot Hoarder. I think I got that from a pack, but just some card draw. Got 9 more cards to fill. Now I'm more so going to like cards that I just like. I'll definitely replace these cards first, but I just need something there to just exist. So I'll do Gnomish Inventor just to draw a card. I'll do Gurubashi Berserker, because one of the things with this minion, whenever this minion takes damage, gain +3 attack. On turn 7, I could play it and then hero power it with myself, because it's the one that does 1 damage to whatever I want. And then it's a 5 mana 5/6, which is decent. If you ever can look at your curve and you can see where you have a lot of minions and lacking. Like I have a lot of lack in the 3 mana range. So look at 3 mana cards. See these, like okay, what do I want? None of these are particularly good, but I'll probably take like a 3 mana 3/3 is baseline, so that's decent enough. I think I'll even pick up a Shadowstone Cleric. That can be good off of turn 3, just giving something a bit of a buff. And I only need 1 more mana with a card. So I'll probably look at 5 range, so I like Frost with Warlord. He's decent enough, especially if I have enough creatures. And there we go, we have just a very basic instant deck. See, like, why I chose what I have priority on. Like, if I get a decent 5-drop, I'll probably take out this guy. Decent 4-drop, I'll take out the Ascendant Shieldmaster, or the Gnomish Inventor. And so that's just a really basic mage deck. It'll be better than the starting one they give you. And that's good to go. So now I'll look at Demon Hunter, just because Demon Hunter is a bit unique right now, because it gives you so many of the free cards. So, Chaos Nova is very good. I don't really care for Command the Eldari, I don't usually play with that playstyle, but we'll see if I can put together just a deck already. Take off the 5 mana so I can look at everything. Twin Slice, very good. Battle Fiend, 1 mana 2/2 is just so good. Some of the Sigil, Crimson Sigil Runner, I got that randomly. Yeah, we'll go and do Shadow Hoof Slayer just for the extra attack. Still Horror as well. So we already have a lot of early game. Blade Dance, pretty good. Like, you can just throw in a lot of these Demon Hunter cards. I usually don't care for these two. Draw a card for each friendly minion that died. That's really good if you want to do the Coordinated Strike and Command the Eldari cards. To summon the guys with Rush. But I don't usually care for that playstyle. So throw an Umberwing. We'll probably throw in 1 Eldritch Warblades, maybe more later. Ultra's really good. Eye-Beam, very good. Satyr Overseer, really good. Soul Cleave, pretty good. Fellblade, really good. Probably not gonna use this one. Next time you play costs 2 less, which can be good, but generally not great. Yeah, that's really good. This guy's really good. And we're already full up, so I could already start looking at removing stuff. Take out the Warblades, honestly. Let's see. Probably take out the Horror as well. Throw in this extra Brute. Get an Inner Demon or 2. So this would actually be a pretty aggressive deck, honestly. So thinking of it as it, add it as an aggressive deck, I may try to make it more or less aggressive. Maybe take out the Slayers, go for a little less aggression. Maybe take out the Blade Dance as well. Let's try to make it more mid-rangey. Throw in a Flame Reaper, maybe 2 of them. Hulking Overfiend's not that great, but it gives me a bit more late game. But I think I actually may just prefer the Boulder Fist on turn 6. Because that just gives us such a good range. We don't have very many 4 mana, which is definitely a weak point. But I'd say this is like a great mid-range, not a great, but a decent mid-range Demon Hunter for just starting out. So let's actually look at it more control. Let's see how many decks they can get put together from just the very basics of it. Still got a little bit of time. Like I throw in the Boulderfist Ogre. Let's go ahead and just go for late game. Honestly, in this case, I'd probably do Nephrodamus. Then I would do also Command the Illidari, and definitely Chaos Nova for the clear, Eye-Beam for the kill, Soul Cleave definitely, Blade Bound, this guy. There we go. To get rid of that. Flame Reaper, that's gonna be good. Bellblade's gonna be good. Blade Dance gonna be good. This is to keep us early. Altrust is gonna be good. Coordinated Strike's gonna be good. Twin Slice is good. Actually, Twin Slice isn't that great for us. That's gonna be good. Let's look what we can get rid of. Probably one of these. Keep the rest though. See what else we can get rid of. Maybe get rid of the Soul Cleave actually, or at least one of them. Even the Warblades. There's probably just better early game options. This just for fuel. We don't have much card draw options at this point, just as a brand new deck. Chaos Strike gives us some card draw. I'll probably get rid of one of the Horrors for another Chaos Strike. And that's actually a pretty decent control deck. It's not quite control, as you'll probably lose to a lot of other control decks, but still, it's not that bad of a start to one at least. And then if I wanted to go full aggressive, you see, this is going to be pretty similar to mid-range, honestly. Twin Slice Battle Fiends, that Slayer, Horror, Blade Dance, maybe not, maybe only one Blade Dance, Chaos Strike, probably Feast of Souls just for the extra draw. Umber Wing's going to be good, Altruis will be good. Coordinated Strike will be good enough as well. Eye-Beam, Satyr Overseer, this guy. I may not bother with Soul Cleave, honestly. Adept's probably going to be one of our finishers. Inner Demon. What else would we throw in? That's like with a lot of Demon Hunter, you could just use the Demon Hunter cards, because the Demon Hunter cards are pretty good cards. You throw in another Blade Dance. Yeah. And that'll be our aggro deck. We don't have really a way to do a combo deck. Combo decks require very specific cards and a very specific order of them, so we can't really just make one on the fly, but that'd be the general idea of each one. But yeah, so that's generally what I'd look for in making these decks. Demon Hunter is a great place to start with. You get a lot of cards at the beginning, and just a lot of decks you can just build.
Expert level opponents, but they won't
So if you want to get extra cards, you can always look at doing... Usually it's only the first, like, run or something. That'll give you, like, one pack. Let's see, like, we'll click on this old,
This city was missing for generations.
You know, you usually get the first chapter for free. And the reward, you'll get 3 packs of the, I'm not sure which version is of that is. But, let's see, it was, Saviors of Oldham, okay. So you get 3 packs from just doing the first quest of that. So that's something you'd want to do, hop in the solo adventures, just play around with some of these guys. Galakrond's Awakening, Tomb of Terror, Tavern Heist. Just give them a shot, see if they give you a pack or not. Or packs in the case of Tombs of Terror. And then Galakrond's Awakening also gives you 3 packs. And then Ashes of Outland, when that comes out, will probably give you 3 packs as well for Outland. And the next thing you're going to want to do is, you'll see all these characters unlocked. Even though there's 21, so it's all good. But you want to generally get all these heroes up to level 20 first. Whether you do that in solo adventures with all these options, or in practice mode, or just playing in play mode. And again, to get those levels, you have to play as that class. That'll unlock you more of their basic sets, more cards, and at the end you'll get some extra gold and packs. And just do your quests as they come up, play your games, whatever it tells you to do, just try to play them, do games in play mode. It doesn't say win, so you don't have to win or lose, you get the packs. And I think we can go ahead and end it on a Battlegrounds, which is a nice little extra game mode that's not really Hearthstone. So it has its own little, oh, it does have a little tutorial, but I'll just hop us into it, because I'm familiar with it. So Battlegrounds is its own special little game mode. Cards have their own effects and things like that. You'll see starting off, I'll have a couple options on... Oh no, it's going to put me right into the tutorial, never mind.
Welcome to the Battlegrounds.
So yeah, this was the tutorial for Battlegrounds. I wasn't able to skip it, sadly. Yeah, this will give you the idea on how it works. It's auto chess, so if you played the League of Legends one, what's it called? I don't remember the name of it, but the League of Legends auto chess, a few other versions as well. So you just buy the hero, costs 3 gold for a minion.
Now put that recruit to work.
And you play it, and that's your minion.
Minions will do the fighting, but they need a strong commander.
Funnily enough, that Voidwalker, I'm pretty sure, is not actually a card you can get. Yeah, then it'll just do its own thing. You don't have to do anything when you're actually in a battle. It'll automatically go attack. It'll attack from your left side first and go over to your right side.
Got some fresh recruits for you.
Except the mice.
Got a few options. I'm gonna go for this one.
Spend wisely, but, you know, spend.
Because if you get 3 of the same minion, you'll get like a special little option.
It's good to get some minions in play.
Except the mice.
Time to battle. Your minions will attack on their own, left to right.
Did they change the order of them?
Tavern to get access to more powerful minions.
Yeah, so there's not much to say here. It's just giving you everything. Upgrade your tavern for its cost. Get stronger minions as your option.
Better hire a recruit while you can.
And who do we want? Don't really have much of a theme going yet, so I'll probably just grab Rackpat. The theme will match that card description at the bottom again. This is a beast, this is a demon, this is neutral. Generally by the end of the game you'll be going with one theme or the other, either full beast, full demon, full dragon, full mech. What else was there? Mech, demon, Dragon, Beast, and Murloc. And each one has their own unique playstyle and kind of buffs to it.
Looks like you can get a triple.
We can get a triple.
Hiring that minion will
Combine
give you
3
a triple.
minions. If you get 3 of the same minion, they all combine into a gold version. You play it and can choose a card from the next tier. So look at these. We have Houndmaster, and it gives friendly minion Beast.
Like where you're
Or
going
friendly
with
Beast
this.
+2/+2. And we have a Beast, so we grab that one. It's not going to give a lot of time to rearrange the board. And Red Pack's effect triggers based on how much attack it has. So it has 4 attacks, so when it dies, it'll summon 4/1/1 rats. Unfortunately, we lose this one. 1 attack short, sadly. So we take some damage. Damage is based off of the rank of the minion you grab and your hero power, your tavern level
Otherwise,
rather.
you'll fall behind your opponents.
1 step
We're
to
in
grade.
business. Great. Let's get some better minions in here. I'll make sure these ones stick around.
So you
for
can
next-
freeze minions to save them as an option for later. Because we have an option for soul jugglers. I guess the game intended us for us to go demons rather than beasts. That's fine. Still is a combo. We can always try to transition over to demons.
Exactly what you were looking for. Go ahead
8
and
mana.
hire one of these recruits.
So we're gonna go and sell. Yeah, this is just something to sell. So we'll sell
Down
that
a minion and up a gold.
for the soul juggler. Combine them together.
We'll take you
Maybe we'll
down.
get another demon option. I bet we will. Oh, really? We didn't? Huh. Well, we have more beast buffs, so we'll just keep buffing Rat Pack.
That's a great play. I
So
can't
now it's
wait to
6/6,
see
and when he
this
dies, he'll
thing
summon
out.
6/1/1s if there's room. Because again, in Hearthstone, the limit of the board is 7 minions. If you can't have more than 7 minions out at any time. See if we can beat this one, which we probably should be able to. Yep, we're gonna win.
Nice work out there. Keep up the pressure.
Don't really want any of these. Try to transition to demons to the best of our ability. Another soul juggler, sure, we'll take it.
We'll take you down.
Deal 9 damage to random minions each time a demon dies. So when it becomes gold, it usually doubles their ability to one degree or another, and their stats. So normally after a friendly demon dies, deal 3 damage to a random enemy minion. And this one does it twice. And that's why we want to switch over to demons for soul jugglers. Move this guy over because whenever he takes damage, he summons a 1/1 imp, and we want, move that there so it dies more easily. We want space to summon a 1/1 imp, essentially. And then when this guy dies, between them two, both of them, they'll take 18 damage to their board. It's a very simple version of auto chess. I do like it. It's very relaxing game mode. It's probably my favorite game mode in Hearthstone at the moment. We'll see if he can actually... His board actually got worse since last time I saw him, but this is just, the tutorial, so it makes sense. I think you're guaranteed to get first. And combines all of our damage, all their stars, my level, and does that damage. 22 damage in the case of that guy. And hey, there's only one person left somehow.
It is a joy to watch you
See if we
work.
can get more demons. The soul juggling. Yeah, I'm not even hovering over them because I know what all the demons are, so I just look for what they look like.
Another satisfied.
I'll know pretty quick if it's a demon or not. Like, none of these are demons. That's a beast. This is a beast buffer, and the rest are neutral. Oh, and this is a mech.
Another satisfied.
Alright, this is a demon buffer, but this is an actual demon and a demon buffer.
Another satisfied.
So yeah, we've transitioned pretty well to almost full demon. And now our soul jugglers are gonna do some hilarious things. Anytime a demon dies, at least. I doubt we'll be able to kill him in one hit, but we'll probably do a lot of damage in one hit. Almost none of our demons die. Then we just get to be sad. I don't think any of our demons are gonna die. Nope. Oh wait, no! One died! We did it. One demon has died, and the rest survived. So we'll play one more time against them before we're finished. Grab another game boss. Don't really want that. For some reason it's glitching. It looks like we have no coins, but you can see the counter. So keep an eye on the counter, because the counter is more honest than the actual gold symbols. Hey, 3 of them. See what we get from tier 4. Another demon. Sell a rep pack for more demons. Reroll, nothing really there, so... Yeah, usually by this point I would have upgraded to tier 4. It goes up to all the way to tier 6. I think next time I stream I'll actually do some more battlegrounds and go through that. Yeah, this was just doing the tutorial real quick. You do have to do a tutorial when you go into Hearthstone the first time for the base game. I just did that beforehand, so I didn't have to spend time and stream on that. Just so I could hop into like what you actually have to do. So yeah, now we just wait for our demons to eventually win. It's just a matter of time. And there we go. Now they're gonna attack, and we end. And there we go.
Work out there. Keep up the pressure.
Now you start off with a first place and a top 4, and you get to hop right into play mode. Which we're not going to do because we've already gone on for about 2 hours now. So yeah, that's the basics on what you want to do. Just remember, get all these classes at the level 20. That's what you want to do first. Just play the quests as they come up, whatever it tells you to do. Usually quests are special again just after a release of an expansion, which we just did with Ashes of Outland. And that'll give you special quests, that'll give you more cards, more packs, more golden dust.